So, I mean, I'm not sure if there's any living beings out there to talk to, right? Everyone's got a soul and shit. And if they do, they're supporting people who don't to push the agenda forward for the Terminators. But, the thing that I notice here when they target me, and they set up shit, and the wannabe humans with their ability to somehow target individual parts. So, right, you guys gather this city. Oh, not everyone, right? Just Columbus, Ohio, USA, or us fucking right, and whatever space aliens are cowards hiding off the planet operating these robots because they know one throat slit is all it takes to dispose of them. Fucking obviously I'm talking to the people who aren't involved in any of this shit, they are all in it together people, the ones who aren't we fucking so yeah, I know it's like I gotta go to the dentist, don't I? Cause I had the terrorist slime of Columbus, Ohio. Their crackheads of their government and their doctors work together to break my tooth. And so now I got to go to the dentist. So to break the teeth, and then they forced me to go to the dentist. And then I'm not gonna go to the dentist because I'm not gonna do shit for this slime till they're removed from the planet. And fuck, I'm not gonna do shit for them ever. Fucking well, I will. I will free that soul. Send him to heaven. They can play with Jeffrey Epstein's dick all day, fucking in heaven. And so yeah, this is how the game works, isn't it? Fucking you pull these little stunts, and then it forces me to be tied down. Like when you have your people stab me for saying I don't want you around me. Fucking because you're a fucking psycho's worthless nothing who's fucking about to stab me when I tell you get away. Fucking that type of shit. So then, what happens? Oh, they have the people who aren't them. Like a whore mother, not a whore. That's a valuable person. Community post. Well, technically, it was a whore. She talked about that Porsche she got to drive and wreck from her ex boyfriend. So she got to drive, selling your pussy to be able to drive a car for a couple days and shit is still counts as a whore, doesn't it? Fucking. So, yeah, anyways, so I noticed that all these things are involved. I noticed my introduction to drugs obviously would be involved in these target attacks too. Fucking. It has some weird shit. Did the humans in this city, which pulled in a doctor from another nation, if that was the case, did they do some unnecessary surgery on me to introduce me to drugs, like it just fucking flood my system with them and shit. Um, I'm pretty sure because it was like unnecessary surgery. Who knows what else they might have did? Obviously, I'm passed out and shit. Fucking well, not obviously, but the surgery was up here, so they knock you out when they go up there. Fucking, and I couldn't trust the. And then I noticed they also had the woman that forced in my life wreck my car after that too. So I imagine that that's part of it. There is getting them to destroy my vehicle, which I got from like overflow money from the time I got paid to get locked up for watching one of their special mentally retarded, useless trash kill themselves near me. And so I had some overflow money left from that, and that probably pissed them off. Just like it pissed them off, like the day after, like when the jail doors magically open and I walk out and I ain't supposed to and shit. Fucking then they break my hand after that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they were targeting my hand at that point. Fucking. So you think about that, I had that magical overflow money, and then so they had to find a way to take it from me and shit. Fucking wrecked a car, and then who knows what else they did, because who knows how they're operating. Obviously, However, they're taking the count that these clones, we haven't chopped any of them up yet to see if they have wires in them and shit. But obviously, you got the ability to fake a species that is below the level of living beings slightly, enough that with schools and religions and fucking community pussy all banding together and media and internet and books and radio and religions banding together to say, don't question why they're so stupid, like they're not living beings, because they're all living beings with souls. Without that, it'd probably be a lot easier to see what's going on here. I don't know, as a kid, I was kind of like, yeah, what's wrong with these characters and shit, Not all of them. Fucking, the people around me. I'm sure that was arranged, too, to make sure this. I mean, they were arranged, and so that I couldn't be around the smart people, and I had to be around, their trash, like, Cleopatra's fucking Jabba the Hutt ass sitting around eating potato chips and watching TV all day because that's what they want to do, not because they have a problem with anything. Not that, because they have. And also makes me wonder too, hey, did they wreck that person's Porsche? Because this is just, Esther and Cleopatra fucking going out here doing this, raping and killing these people through covert peace, love, and hope methods. Oh, yeah, it's peace, love, and hope, ain't it? Fucking. Anyway, so what I got to do, get the dentist, go to the dentist to fix the problems you caused, right? Because I'm going to have to keep going to the dentist constantly and giving you all my money and time. Desperate homosexual losers with no friends are desperate for attention. Fucking extreme levels of desperation here, bro. We're talking about fucking organizing cities, their governments, their fucking religions, their hospitals, same thing, right? Religions, hospitals, governments. Say again, here we are. It's an invisible cult. It's not any of them. Oh. Is the reason why I hang out with actually most of my good memories are with actually mentally retarded people, because I raised them and we work with them, and these other people they ain't even retarded, bro. That's like an honor. That should be like, those people should be passed up fucking out of school and shit. Fucking. But anyway, so we got this going, all right. So what goes to go dentist? Go to dentist, or am I? Or am I? What happened when I went to the dentist across the street too? You got the gray skin, with the Howard Stern looking person. Shalom. Oh, using them magical alien robot voodoo words and fucking shit up and stuff. And then so that becomes an internal problem too. So I'm gonna go to dinner. I'm gonna go to dinner. Oh my god. Good dog. Yeah, woof woof. Woof 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 woof. Woof woof. Woof woof. Man, it's crazy. Just like you're literally like trapped in a game where it's designed that the non-living characters here are just like, it's personality combined. It's one computer networked to a bunch of other computers, and all it is a desperate its personality is desperate homosexual. No one wants to talk to or be around and shit. You know, think of it. Think of everyone on TV. Think of all these famous people. Elvis Presley. Well, I know that. Let's start somewhere else because that's the favorite man of man. He's so sexy. He shook his pelvis on stage, so they called him Elvis because that's the only thing he's doing. And it distract you from that face and shit. They needed a hell of a lot of work to make something of it. And then and to distract you from the music because there's like 32 people going boom, 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 boom. It's just a master brilliance of it. So obviously that's not a homosexual. Obviously, Ellen DeGenerate is not a desperate transsexual begging for attention who no one would ever talk to or go around. Obviously, this Einstein character as well. I mean, he was so sexy, even I thought he was sexy, right? Fucking, and that's never gonna happen with any sort of man. Fucking, I've seen like hair on I didn't even know women had hair on their arms, and fucking there's one gray skin, real pale. Fucking never went outside, so super pale. They had like I could see they had hair on their arms, and I was like, ew, I gotta get away from this person. This is like the only thing, one of the only things going on, and I'm like, ew, it's like a man. Fucking, it looks like a man and shit. I can't do this. But I didn't know that, right? Because I don't date people who look like that. Fucking, I don't like people who look like that, so I don't know if any of them, but I never noticed that on other people, right? You think I would have noticed that when I was a kid? The people around me had dark hair, and they didn't have arm hair. But anyways, you see, that's where we're at. We're at this place where the humans have banded together to force men into my life, like day one, right? This Columbus, Ohio, Christian Middle Eastern Bible people performed a homosexual pedophile mutilation ritual on me, right? So, I mean, this is like the second you're born. Thankfully, I don't think we're alive during that time, or there would have been some stabby going on, but, you know, besides on me and shit. Fucking. But that's how it starts. Isn't that weird? Now, everything I talk about here is exactly what's going on. Like, I don't have to dance around the bush. We magically just, bow, that's all that's happening. Yeah, I didn't do anything. I just sit there. The very second I was born, it started. The very second I was born, they did it. Whole bunch of them, this community pussy. But obviously, if you know, raise yourself for 40 years so you can suck a dick and drive a Porsche, that's, you know, that's still what a penny a year payment or so. Nah, that's seriously like $10, $15 a year value fucking right there. So that's a whore. You know, on the level of what they produce around me, that is a whore. Like almost everyone I know is a whore. That might be because they are whores. Um, that's their only purpose. But it could be just that's the only thing their people could ever offer the world. I can tell you for a fact, my limited experience for deep introspective study, that yeah, I can tell you that that sect right there, that's all they got. No one even wants to buy it. They sent someone who wanted to buy it, but they work for the government and shit. So I was like, yeah, I'm the only person in the world who wouldn't buy that one. Fucking. And they had, you know, they had the alien eyes too, and they magically changed. They went from a blonde to a Native American. You know, they were born a blonde and then they turned Native American. It's like, yeah, I've seen this shape shifting somewhere before, obviously, and then I'm just me running for president, and I'm like, hey, I'm like, yeah, they own everything, and they're like, ah, no. No, they don't. You know, and it's like, okay, well, yeah, thanks for wasting my time. Fucking. And it's obviously, you're the enemy and shit. Fucking, but thanks for wasting your time around me. Fucking. I mean, that was really hard, right? Came from the government, talk to a person, sound like this, and whatever. It just sounds stupid. I mean, I shouldn't insult it. That's how I sounded. That was one of the reasons. You see, it's weird how it seems like the best woman in the world into my life. That literally, like, the for me, the best thing is I go to a place and she controls everyone in the room right away. I just flood up to her, and so she's in control, and I don't have to worry about shit. So that was like, that's all I fucking ever need in life is that three-man point guard of security to keep the social distancing and shit. Fucking so she even brought up I did that because I had to, because I would have been like stuck for an hour with certain people if when she's yelling at me for not hurrying up type shit. Fucking anyways, off topic, isn't it? So I'm supposed to go to the dentist now to keep going back to the dentist. I'm supposed to figure out how to get money somehow and time to go to the dentist and continually get this tooth worked on and keep going back to the doctor to get antibiotics for it, and because obviously and then there's another time which obviously links it to how they have the ability to create humans out of nowhere, and they appear fucking. I think that's really like you gotta factor that in, but we got the proof it's happening, right? Because they wrote on the internet that they were going to do what they did, and then they did it, and then there was even more than it appeared as happening there and shit, and then as I say, they're trying to force me into this narrative here and shit where everyone on the planet is trash except for them, but I think a lot of these people are robots they control, so, and it doesn't matter. They look like the same people. Like they look like humans. Fucking. That's all I know is it's a bunch of humans doing this shit. Fucking. That's what they say they are, right? Appearing out of nowhere, clones who are the same exact person, same exact name, same exact life. Fucking 99% not the same, right? But what is percent? Who knows? Either the computer has nerfed their brain or they're lying about not passing math as well so they can look stupid, so they can get away with everything they do, which is obviously it would be a huge thing happening, right? Because you got the Ageosaurus community whore fucking it just happens to be tied into all this shit so often. This motherfucker started the hospital shit. Fucking obviously damn boring. They're like, oh, it's a little boy. Let's have some men rape it. Fucking. That's gonna be so sexy because that's what their women like. Their women didn't like men. They like cucks. They like watching men have sex with men because they know that man's trash and will let them drive their Porsche and give them $1 or something or something like that. But so I'm supposed to be going to the doctor, right? And there's all this shit going on where like I get messages and phone calls and the letters, the phone, woman's best friend, like low IQ idiot's best friend, fucking all that mail and anything talking. I mean, that's just them, right? That's what they do. Fucking shit. Fucking never heard anyone explain this. I think that's because they're benefiting from it and they don't want to talk about it and shit. And I even asked my dad, fucking, and he remained silent. One time I asked him about some intelligence shit. He just wanted to talk about how to work for Jeffrey Epstein, and he was real good at it. So I know about businesses, but yeah, he didn't want to talk about nothing else and shit. Would have liked to ask him how many children he raped and shit, fucking, to be honest, or how many children he got to see get raped. But they magically killed him before when I was heading back to ask that question. Or magically died, natural, and then his friends, or his family, his supposed family, the other people, the Agent Smiths, literally that's their name. Fucking, they were like, no, wait. I was like, what's his phone number and shit so I can see him before he dies? And they're like, don't worry about it. You wouldn't want to see him. And it's like, that's kind of weird for people to tell you that about your dad when you ask to see him. But, hey, he deserves it if he's working for him and shit. But at the same time, he could have been a victim of the Bible invaders. I mean, right, he had that. So the humans have this tell where they look all scared and they laugh. All the ones in my life, like, have it at the weirdest moments. And it's like, one of those memories I'm forced to have to remember that there's a purpose for this. Thinking there's a joke that they should be scared to laugh about, but they don't think it. But it's so fucking funny. They're having a problem not laughing and shit. Fucking yeah. So we're gonna go to the dentist, aren't we? Yeah. Are we? Are we gonna go to the dentist? Yeah, right after I go to the church and let the priest suck my dick. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking about it all day, every day. Well, you see, I have to think about it because they figured out ways. Desperate homosexual, no one wants to be around, has figured out ways to. I mean, like, think about it. You really want to put a man's dick in your mouth badly and do you're anything. You want someone to talk to, and I don't know what that's like, but you can tell it's out there. They forced me into psychology to learn about their software and shit. Fucking. They forced me into psychology to learn the psychology of people who forced me to go to fucking classes to learn about their dumb shit. Fucking wow. Talk. This is what it does this over and over. Like I said, it will have the motherfuckers who are the disease telling me the disease they are, and they shouldn't be doing that because it would work better. Obviously, there's a lot of them, and they get that laughter, like my dad and everyone I've ever met that was real close. Almost always, anyone I think who might have had a chance of not being fucking there for bad reasons had that laughter where they thought something was real fucking funny that they're doing, but they're worried that they're gonna die if they fucking talk about it. Some type shit. Fucking. So I could, I'm not gonna write it off as they're stupid. Obviously, they're not. They're a bunch of computers. It's one computer creating a bunch of different pictures. So it's not stupid. Rule that out. It's acting stupid. As you can tell, you can't be a community pussy and end up driving a Porsche unless you convince someone you're stupid. And that's the reason you don't fucking have anything else to offer but your fucking makeup and hair and a body. Obviously we've all experienced that where there's people who are too stupid to exist, but you know, anyways, but we find out that they're not actually that stupid, and it's a game they're playing. Like America before Trump, they were all Donald Trump, and then stupid is as stupid does. Donald Trump stupidly comes out and is honest about what he is doing. Invading the planet and just bombing and killing and stealing oil from people and shit. Everyone knows they've been doing that, but no one talks about it because most of them are involved in it. So, but they're stupid when you ask them, right? They're stupid when when you ask them anything. There's the whole reason there's no discussion about anything religion because They're stupid and they don't know. They couldn't possibly guess that offering children candy could be is a sign that there's a possibility of child predation there. Fucking oh, no one knows except for the people who told me that that's what child predators do a week before I asked them why they do it and shit. Right? Except for because no one knows. No one knows when it comes down to what they're doing and shit. Fucking. This is what choose not to do nothing. We're not going to dentist, are we? They got like this system set up right here where they want to break my teeth and then they want me to continue to go to the doctors and I mean like messages and phone calls and people coming to try to visit me, creating health plans and offering me money to go get a body checkup and shit, right? So they can cause more fucking problems. What are they gonna do? Be like, we found the reason why your heart hurts and your organs hurt all the time. We're gonna have to fix that. It's like, yeah, we're doing that to get you out of our lives. We're not going to have you fix it no matter how much money you offer me to be your fucking sex doll and shit. And it ain't a lot of money and shit. Fucking, like I said, these whores, these community pussies are borderlining fucking non-whoredom, fucking right. $1 a year sex doll value. Uh, you just might as well not forget about sex at that point in time. Fucking, especially if it's only worth that. But obviously their whole system is about devaluing time. That's why they make it legal to go around and on the streets and take everyone's time to force them to hear that they need to go kill the people in the Middle East to steal everything from them and shit. And give them their children and all that shit. It's about taking the time away, which is the blood, which is the life, which is all there is, which is more important than money. But they know that because, right, desperate homosexual prostitutes who no one wants to pay for it, so they're trying to find out a way to even get someone to talk to them or be around them. Fucking the lengths they go. It starts where I guess they assume someone's going to give them $100 to talk to them, and then they're like, "Well, we got to give them a little bit of sex," and then no, they don't want to be around us. They don't want sex with us because it disgusts them, and when they feel us, let's say turn the lights out, and then it's a, let's make all the regular bars play homosexual music, and then the gay bar plays the only good music. And fucking that way they have to go there, all this fucking networking of trying to get someone around them and shit. Just like this. It's like, I mean, how you realize how fake the world is, how useless money and time actually is. Fucking, well, time isn't useless. Earth burns it off, unfortunately. It's like having AIDS forever. Fucking. And then, just trying to suck it down. Like, they can't talk to me if they don't break my tooth and make me have to keep going and talking to them and shit. Fucking. That's just sick. I mean, like, whatever these creatures are, obviously, we have some sections we could eliminate and see if if things change. But there's a 2020 event, so I'm not retarded like a computer is, so I can't unfigure things. That we're trying our best, right? We're getting like a little bit dumber, which is good because if we erase our brain, then they'll have no more alien technology and they'll be back to wheels and wheels made of stone and shit. If they can remember what a wheel is. Fucking. That's it. It's always a good thing. Fucking. They're just taking it and using it anyways, right? They turned it all to shit. Fucking They turned the computers to shit anyway, so they shouldn't have had them. Fucking just like the doctors, like what they're doing. They don't need healthcare. They don't need to be. No one needs to be living a long time. Fucking, you can tell old people don't like being alive. Now you go to the fake gym over there they got set up for me to go to. Just like so pathetic because there's like 80-year-olds who are like, and you can tell they don't want to be there at all and shit. But then on the TV, they're advertising, spend thousands of dollars to save your life. Like the Bible and its holy elixir of immortality. The snake oil salesman, fucking things things that shouldn't even happen. Fuck, who cares if there were immortality? That would suck, right? Like the homosexual predators would, Columbus would have just like, he'd have a boyfriend for life. Fucking, that wouldn't be any good. Fucking, so, yeah, we're gonna go to the dentist, aren't we? Because the desperate homosexuals are setting up all these events to because this is all they can get from me, right? Like, that's all they can really get is the fucking assaults and the fucking invasion and rape and tricking me into dating and being around them. And that's all they can get after they get the memory erasure when I arrive here. Like, you can feel their energy when you're born, and you don't need to remember the first second of them raping and mutilating you. Fucking the second of the feeling of them like type shit they do. Fucking you feel that like down the block. Like I can feel it when this one, when a Rothschild crackhead is out on the street begging for fucking money to rob other poor people of their money and shit. And they aren't even homeless, and they don't even fucking use drugs when you offer them to them for free. Fucking, they're just out there to fucking cause problems. You can feel that like a mile down the road and shit. That's why I started. Like I could feel it that day I went to Tim Hortons. That's why I was crossing in the middle of the road and shit, and not the crosswalk as usual. Not only that, but more advanced nations like Mexico didn't really follow those laws. So I don't like stupid people, and I can't help it if you need a law. If you need a law to fucking protect you, I don't know. I need to be told not to jump in front of a car. My friend did that, and I was just like, ooh, funny. We both thought it was funny. Haha, you got hit by a car. As what happens. I don't need a law to tell me that. I need a loser to invent a law. And so they can invent some Nazi pigs and shit. Fucking do things like this, organized to break my teeth. So they can send me to the dentist and have me keep going back. That way they can, they can keep feeling that homosexual love they're not getting and shit are ever gonna get. Fucking. And then they get pissed when I don't, when I don't show them the homosexual love, I get kicked out of the gym and shit. Because I gotta be like, oh, thank you, sweet, sexy little Hebrew boy. Thank you for telling me I can stop working out now. Oh, thank you. I want to be fat and ugly like you. I don't want to be stupid and useless and weak like you. Thank you, Lord Jesus Hebrew. Oh, thank you. Thank you. See, if you don't do that, then they kick you out of the store like in 2020, fucking. And thankfully, the store is going the fuck out of business over here where the clone was, and they kicked me out for fucking telling them I'm going to kill them. Or telling them I have been killing them. See, and they always manipulate my words. I'm not telling them I'm going to kill them. I'm pointing out that, it's happened before, and I'm the one still alive, and they should stop their bullshit because it's like a olive branch and shit, fucking manipulating my words. So my words are supposed to be, oh, thank you. Do you have a dick I can suck and shit? Oh, you're so sexy. Thank you. Oh, yes, I will. I will watch TV. I will stop doing things. I'll stop building things and doing things and watch TV with you, sexy boy. Just, you won't even come around. But it's as long as you know. Thank you, sexy boy. Thank you, sexy boy. Ooh, sexy boy. Fucking. It's a fucked up planet where they organize to do shit like that to. Because that's a long string of events. No life. But robots can do anything because they have infinite life. Right? That's their best tool is robots live forever. They have no life. They have no value. They have no blood. It's a fake oil. It's oil. I'm sure the whole mech suit is the same for living beings and the NPC, but it's just fucking oil and nutrients pumping through there. Fucking. And in them, it's just, there's nothing in it. No soul. And these fucking Pinocchios and shit. So, but, hey, it's a long ass string of events they gotta go through to fill their desperate fix and shit. I've been doing that the whole time I'm here. It continually is like, and just, oh yeah, school's a huge part of the desperate homo rape, religion, government, whatever you want to hide behind. Fucking, it's school. It's not religion and government. It's just ran by the government, who is also the religion. It's an invisible goat. I'm wrong. It's an invisible goat. School doesn't even exist. I'm making it up. I'm making it up. That's it. That's like, I think everyone gets to be involved in that, right? So if you're not part of, if you're a living being, then you might have noticed that the school is wasting your time. And what is it? Well, it's a bunch of desperate people no one want to talk to or be around. I don't think they're people. They can take that word and shove it up their ass, which I'm sure they've written it on many things. They've had their dads shove up their ass, fucking. So, do it again. Just do it again. Fucking, just keep it away from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to come break, organize attacks on my life and use your Terminator skills to target my teeth, and then target a specific two that gets targeted again, and probably before I'm missing a time. Fucking, so they can, I mean, shit, just for those one thing, you know how long this fucking, you know how many members and how large this gay bar is that they are organizing these things in. This starts in school. This starts before school. You got the community pussy telling me to take care of my health and teaching me what a dentist is, and then you've got the schools involved in that, and then I mean, decades long that gets to this point where I need to be alive and I gotta take care of my health. And then they organize what 10 crackheads and the whole government to attack me, and fucking, and then a whole another hospital and shit, and then a whole nother government building, etc. I mean, just wow, 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 wow. To do one little gay bar fucking raid and shit. Fucking one little gay bar attempt. Because most of the times, you don't have time to do anything. I'm trying to do shit from the 1980s I got on my list to do. Like, I really only got one or two things I want to do, but we can't do that because we're on Earth. So it's like, we got like I seriously have lists like a to do from like every year, but we're like, we're back in 1980, and they're talking about Trump just invaded Iran. I was like, no, they invaded Iran in '86. Okay, shut up. Like that's it. They're moving forward. Well, they're not. They're not moving forward at all. They're not doing anything fucking except for the same thing they've always done. And I'm trying to do the same thing I started was. And then they're inventing all these new systems and shit here. They got fucking school and government, religion, hospitals and parents and friends and lovers, and all those fake fucking sissy reversey words they're inventing. All these, I mean, imagine having to write all those science books and all those manuals for how to build a school. The architects who build the buildings just to get to the point where they can organize their crackhead friends fucking to break one of my teeth and what they're using their Terminator body part specific skill, however they're doing it. I don't really give a shit the specifics. We know it's happening because their brains don't exist and they're on a pattern. And the events are on a pattern, and then you gotta invent the phone. You gotta build all the phone lines in the world in order to send me a message, in order to call me. And then you got to invent all the computers in the world and the internet and everything in order to send me an email, which I'll never check, but I'm pretty sure it's in there. And, but, then I get the instant message. So, you invent all that. You gotta invent architecturalism. You gotta invent masonry. Definitely gotta invent masonry, don't you? That's where it starts, teaching people to do useless things, forcing them to do useless things like build useless pyramids to just symbolize the giant fucking gay bar is the best thing in the world. Fucking pyramid is what it needs to be called. Fucking and the whole pyramid system, all that work it takes all that building roads. You got people paving roads. You got supposedly, obviously, they ain't doing shit. That's all being auto-generated, ain't it? Fucking But see, they know that. The computer operating them knows what it's doing. Knows it has no value, so it can just spend every second it has doing shit like this. What else? We got the engineers building roads, building the hospital, building the government building the buildings where they give people free crack down the road to house the crackheads, building the crack central over there, the government trap house over there across the street, fucking. Oh, you're building the sidewalk so I can walk there. Building the bus so I can take the bus there and shit. Fucking building, hiring the bus drivers, hiring the motherfucking, all that shit. And what are they getting out of it? Well, they break my tooth, and then they hope to get to see me one day from it and shit. And I think when they planned this out, they probably thought, like, hey, we're raping him the day he's born. He's just going to keep having sex with us till he's 3 years old and he turns into an old, ugly man. And then he can start having children at 8 years old like we do, and then we can rape his children. And you see how that plan didn't work out. But, so I guess we're trying to squeeze the last drop of juice out of it that we can. Like, too bad they're not actually living and we're not actually fucking, draining their blood in return. Fucking Too bad it's not an eye for an eye and shit, and it's just my eyes that I have to fucking kill to get rid of them. Fucking. Oh, yeah. Fucking. So, and hey, that will help me, because, I mean, what? Like, if I don't go to the dentist, what's going to happen? Well, I'm not going to be able to be an expensive prostitute anymore, then, will I? I guess what they'll have to do is they'll have to invent some sort of new teeth or something. Wow. Wow. Desperation. Desperation. Okay. Currently, they've got it on stall to where I have to continue to go back. But, we obviously they're using it as a game. So we're not going to go to the religious hospital with Santa Epstein. Literally, they're named after them. I don't know about your city, but everyone knows about my city. They make videos, they make documentaries about it and shit. I made the documentaries, and then they made a TV show related semi to it. Fucking all that work, just to fucking what? Obviously, they have tried to rape me, so I guess that's one of their goals, right? Fucking obviously, they did when I was born. Fucking yeah, but the mutilation, continues and shit. Like, they got that out of it, right? They got to bust my face open and shit. They got to bust my brain open. But how fucking fucked up is that I don't die from that when most humans do? I guess they're just a weak species, or they're making shit up, right? I watched the news be magically AI generated, so wow, I'm saying words. So it's like, yeah, I think they're making all that shit up. Fucking most of that, all that death shit. I've been trying most of that, and for some reason, we're still alive. And they send their people to talk to me, like because you don't invent the buses, you can't get me outside, and then fucking so their people are following me. Obviously, this is why we don't go outside, because their people are following me around and shit, and they're talking to me, oh, yeah, that sounds like a hard way to die. And I was like, no, a hard way to die is living 5 years or 10 years or 15 or 20 or 30 or 40 or 80. Most people take the hard way because they're hard headed. They take the hard way. Fucking. Apparently, though, they're not people. Apparently, God tries to kill himself. That's what they say in their story, and that's how he figures out he's God. That's what they're telling me and any other living beings out there. So that's the story they're telling you. You got to realize the inner workings of what's going on is you're not dying because they're targeting fucking specific things and shit. Fucking. Who knows what the poisons were when we caught them putting poisons in my drink? Who knows if they were deadly or just trying to slow, do something else. Fucking, probably not. You can't have slaves if you kill them. That's the bottom line, right? Aegisaurus can't drive a Porsche if no one builds a Porsche for her and brings it to her and gives it to her. Fucking right. Dimebag Daryl can't live high and mighty in Pantera if someone else doesn't create some music for him to steal. Apparently, that's what they say happened there, and I've seen that shit happen, so it makes sense that there's probably other living beings out there creating this other shit that I'm not hearing come from my thoughts. Fucking. So that makes sense there. Let's see again. Dimebag Daryl can't live all high and mighty. Pantera can't live all high and mighty if a living person isn't out there creating music and shit for them to steal. Fucking. It feels weird touching them, like, like love and sex, because you can tell they're like cold, emotionless things, and all the emotions are you. And then like, if there's ever a time you don't feel that way, it's never going to be, it's not going to be there. Fucking, I've had that happen and shit where I like, oh yeah, damn, dude. It's like, well, this is the first time I really don't want to touch someone, you know, that I just met and don't have a reason not to like and shit. And I noticed they couldn't provide any emotions, and I was like, oh, we've experienced this with their people. They're just dead. Fucking, there's nothing in them. Fucking. So, you see, that's part of it. Where does the desperation come from, though? Obviously, this is software programming them to do this. So, because you can't be desperate if you don't have fucking emotions, right? Fucking. But this shit's happening. So, lot of trash involved. And obviously, we don't know how far back this goes because the clones have fake memories. I'm pretty sure one of my parents is a clone. So that means we're either kidnapped from the hospital or whatever. And obviously, those are the Donald Trump's got his cross on the hospital. Fucking, what does he do? He kidnaps children and shit. Fucking Jeffrey Epstein's name's on the hospital. What does he do? He kidnaps children. Fucking. So that's not even a stretch at all to imagine that's why. Fucking. That's why that person seems like an NPC and shit. Fucking. Anyways, yeah, so we're going to go to the dentist, guys, right? Okay, so what I'd like one of you to do, if you would, is you go to the dentist for me, okay? You go to the dentist and be like, Sean said fix his tooth, and if you work on my tooth, it will fix his. So one of you guys, we're going to invent this, because I'm good. I'm inventing the world. So one of you guys is going to go to the dentist and then tell the dentist to work on your tooth. And what it's going to really do is it's going to be my tooth. And it's going to magically heal in my body. And I'll thank you for that. And I'll make you a really good meal and shit. I'm an excellent fucking cook and shit. Epstein used to hire my dad to cook for him. So I can see why. Fucking. Anyway, so when you guys go to the dentist, and we're going to use the Gid magic. The magic of the almighty Gid, because I've got the Gid magic. And we're going to transfer that over right. Oh, yeah. Clearly. We're going to do that, right? So let's get it done. All right, this is how we're all in it together, guys.